Remember those nights when you'd huddle around your screen, watching Smack DVD ciphers like they were the biggest event on the planet? No gloss, no gimmicks, just pure unfiltered bars from some of the realest MCs to ever pick up a mic. Those battles had a rawness and fire you just can't find anymore. And man, the moments we're about to revisit are legendary. We're talking Gucci Mane bringing you inside his kitchen before he blew up, Murda Mook and Jay Millz going head to head, and of course the infamous Math Hoffa versus Dose Punch. Trust me, these top 10 Smack DVD ciphers hit hard, and the stories behind them are even bigger. Let's kick things off with a moment that gave us a rare look into the rapper's life. Gucci Mane. Man, if you were around back then, you remember how rare it was to get a real unfiltered glimpse inside a rapper's life before they blew up. Gucci Mane's My Kitchen cipher was exactly that moment. It was raw, unscripted, and straight from the heart of Atlanta. This wasn't some polished music video or flashy interview. Nope. It was Gucci, chilling in his actual kitchen, just vibing and spitting bars like he was talking to his closest friends. The camera was shaky, the lighting was dim, and the atmosphere was gritty as hell, and that's exactly what made it so authentic. Watching Gucci in his kitchen felt like peeking behind the curtain of a rising star before the whole world knew his name. You saw him in his element, no fancy production, just a real dude with a flow and a vision. The way he rapped about his street life, his grind, and his struggles made the whole thing feel like an honest conversation. The impact of this cipher can't be overstated. It helped humanize Gucci Mane and gave fans a chance to connect with him on a level that felt personal. That kitchen scene became iconic because it represented the moment that street rap started spilling over into pop culture. Next up is a legendary clash that set the bar for street battles, Murda Mook versus Jay Millz. This battle was everything Smack DVD was about in its early days. Two Harlem giants going bar for bar with nothing but raw talent and pure energy. Picture the scene, an a cappella battle in the heart of Harlem where the crowd is buzzing and every line hangs heavy in the air. Just two MCs with insane wordplay and respect on the line. Watching Mook and Jay Millz go at it felt like witnessing hip-hop history in real time. Mook's aggressive delivery clashed perfectly with Millz' clever punchlines, making every round a high-stakes lyrical war. Fans remember the iconic moment when Mook said, "You say you Harlem, but you never been to Harlem." A line that stung and echoed throughout the culture. The crowd's reaction wasn't just hype, it was a validation of the artistry on display. This battle became a blueprint for what a real street battle should look and feel like. It wasn't just about who had the flashiest bars, it was about presence, timing, and raw emotion. Even years later, rappers and fans still reference this clash as a benchmark for greatness. And if you thought battles were just about bars, wait until you hear about this one. Math Hoffa versus Dose. Okay, you can't talk Smack DVD without talking about this wild infamous moment. The Math Hoffa versus Dose battle started like any other, but then, out of nowhere, Hoffa threw a punch. Yeah, a real one. And the rap world collectively lost its mind. This moment shocked fans because it exposed just how intense and unpredictable Smack battles could get. It wasn't just words on a mic, it was raw emotions boiling over. What made this moment so unforgettable was how it shifted the entire perception of battle rap. Suddenly, it wasn't just about clever punchlines and clever wordplay, it was about street cred and a genuine rivalry. After that explosive moment, we had a moment that blended wit and raw aggression. Serious Jones versus Murda Mook. Here's a battle that showed battle rap could be a lot more than just aggressive shouting matches. Serious Jones came in with that witty humorous style, and he was always quick with the clever wordplay and jokes, while Murda Mook brought his trademark raw aggression and commanding presence. The contrast was electric. Watching these two go back and forth felt like a roller coaster. One moment you're laughing at Serious's punchlines, and the next you're on the edge of your seat as Mook drops some serious heat. Personally, I remember how some of Serious's bars caught the crowd off guard with humor but also had that sharp edge that made you respect his craft, and Mook's intensity reminded everyone why he was, and still is, considered one of the best ever. This battle didn't just entertain, it proved that wit and aggression could coexist and create magic. Fast forward a few years, and Smack battles evolved into high-energy spectacles like this one, Charlie Clips versus Tay Roc. This battle is a straight-up energy explosion that marked the digital era of Smack battles on the hashtag RNT platform that launched in the early 2010s and took battle rap to a whole new level. Clips and Tay Roc came with that undeniable chemistry. It wasn't just about disses, it was like watching two forces feeding off each other, pushing the crowd to a whole new energy level. The crowd interaction here was wild. Every punchline hit, and the crowd's reaction almost became its own part of the battle. What's crazy is how this matchup showed that battle rap had evolved from just street wars or underground hustle to a full-on entertainment spectacle. Clips brought that sharp wit with a laid-back confidence, while Tay Roc's aggressive in-your-face style kept things intense. They balanced each other perfectly, creating this back and forth that kept you glued. For a fan back then, this was the moment you realized battle rap was moving, and we were lucky to watch it live. Speaking of skill and speed, nothing matches the rapid-fire punchlines traded in the Conceited versus B Magic battle. If you ever wanted a lesson on punchlines delivered at lightning speed, this battle was it. Conceited and B Magic went head-to-head, trading rapid-fire bars that kept the crowd hanging on every syllable. This wasn't just a battle of words, it was pure lyrical dexterity. What stood out most was the sheer creativity. Both rappers twisted words and references in ways that made you rewind the footage just to catch every clever angle. This battle influenced a whole generation of punchline-heavy battles that dominate the scene today. It proved you could be both clever and entertaining while packing serious heat, pushing the art form beyond just raw aggression or storytelling. But battle rap isn't just about the bars, it's about presence, and no one owned the stage quite like Sue Surf and Hitman Holla. This one was all about charisma and stage presence. Sue Surf and Hitman Holla weren't just spitting bars, they owned the room like performers. Their ability to command attention wasn't just about what they said, but how they carried themselves, and how they made every line land heavier. What made this matchup memorable was how it blurred the lines between entertainment and serious lyrical skill. Both guys brought intense energy, but also a showman's flair that made the battle feel like a full-on event, not just a contest. Fans back then felt the electricity because these two knew how to work the crowd, and that connection made every bar hit harder. This battle stood out because it wasn't just about who had better lines, it was about who could control the moment. And in that sense, Surf and Holla showed how battle rap could be a performance with real stakes and charisma. That same blend of style and skill was on full display when Charlie Clips faced off against Tay Roc. For this one, Charlie Clips brought that smooth, witty lyricism, while Tay Roc came with that aggressive in-your-face energy. Watching Clips break down bars with clever punchlines and calm confidence was like watching a poet in battle mode. Meanwhile, Tay Roc's raw intensity reminded you why battle rap is about more than just words, it's about presence and commanding the room. For me, this clash was a snapshot of Smack DVD's diversity. It wasn't just one way to battle. It was a celebration of different styles colliding. Fans argued who had the better approach, the brains or the brawn, and honestly, it felt like a battle for the culture itself. Verb versus Goodz. This one was a chess match. Verb and Goodz brought a level of strategic lyricism that showed Smack DVD's smarter side. Every line was calculated, every punch was layered with meaning, and the delivery was on point. Watching this battle was like sitting in on a rap class where both battlers were teachers showing off their craft. What made this matchup special was how both Verb and Goodz earned respect not just for toughness, but for their intellect and creativity. The way they twisted words, flipped concepts, and hit complex metaphors made this battle stand out as a cerebral spectacle. For fans who appreciated deep bars, this battle was a gem. It showed that Smack DVD wasn't just about wild energy or crowd hype. It was also about the art of rhyme itself, and that side of the culture still resonates today. And to close it out, here's a reminder that even legends like Jadakiss respected the grind. Jadakiss freestyle in Yonkers. Picture this, Jadakiss standing outside a gritty Yonkers laundromat, spitting raw freestyle bars with nothing but the street as his stage. This wasn't some flashy video shoot, it was pure authentic hip-hop in its rawest form. Watching a mainstream heavyweight like Jadakiss show respect to Smack DVD's underground vibe was something special for the fans. The setting itself spoke volumes, there was no studio and no crowd, just the sounds of the city and a mic in hand. It was a reminder that no matter how big you get, real hip-hop roots run deep. Jadakiss's effortless flow and presence captured exactly what Smack DVD was about, real, unfiltered, and connected to the streets. And just like that, these Smack DVD ciphers weren't just battles, they were moments that defined an era. They gave us front row seats to a culture built on grind, bars, and pure passion. If you grew up on these, you know exactly what I'm talking about, so drop a comment below. What's your all-time favorite Smack moment? Which battle or freestyle still hits you hard years later? Let's get the conversation going. And hey, if you want more deep dives into hip-hop's most iconic moments, smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss new videos.